Everyone was taken aback by Shiba Inu lately. Approximately 48 billion Shiba Inu has been in doubt. What's even more bizarre is that Kusama recently returned. He also has a tremendous teaser for a big project. The public is pumped, and experts are dropping their forecasts. We could be waiting for the moment. When will Shiba Inu hit 1 cent? What is going on, and what makes Kusama's statement so absurd? Alright, let me clarify. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. Please note that by the time you see this video, some rates may have changed. Financial advice is not included in this video. The cost has been a little unpredictable. Yes, there was a little decrease, and it's attempting to climb back up gradually. What's going on in the society, though? That's a very other matter. People are very enthused. Here's the thing, then. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, Kusama, yes, the guy himself, came out of hiding and delivered a bombshell. Also, it wasn't just any bombshell. What I'm discussing has the potential to completely rocket Shiba Inu. It's the type of news that causes more than a few stirs. The whole market is shook by it. If it wasn't enough to make your pulse race, you should also buy this. Recently, several significant movements were captured. I'm referring to whales. Shiba Inu are being purchased and relocated in enormous numbers. Big money is driving big change. One thing may be inferred from it. Behind the scenes, something significant is developing. Activities of this kind are not random. It's neither a haphazard surge or a case of folks playing around. Anything bullish is often on the horizon when these many Shiba Inu are being gathered together. I can imagine what you're thinking right now. When you look at the chart, you ask yourself, wait, why isn't the value flying yet if all this is happening? It's a legitimate question. Here's the problem, however. We're now seeing a little decline in prices, one expert said. In essence, there hasn't been sufficient demand to sustain that prior level in the near future. As a result, there is retraction before a vigorous bounce. He is implying that Shiba Inu may sink a little further, perhaps around the next significant support area, and then boom, the conditions are favorable for a robust upward reversal. The actual story is what's going on behind the scenes, and we're witnessing it now, even if the price action seems to be moving slowly today. The change is taking place on our front doorstep. Though the cost may be slow, the foundation for something enormous is already being laid. One expert says what we're seeing is part of a far larger strategy and is much more than simply hype. Beyond all of the community's enthusiasm and vigor, Shiba Inu are really changing. Shiba Inu is becoming more than simply a meme token. The crew is working tirelessly to make it a true utility powerhouse. They're constructing something. Let's speak about that. Shibarium is their own Layer 2 blockchain to start, from decentralized applications to smart contracts and all points in between. It's quicker, less expensive, and creates a plethora of new opportunities. When their DeFi systems come together, users may trade, collect, and lend in a completely decentralized manner. And the aspect of gaming? It's becoming hotter, too. There are true Web3 games being developed in which Shiba Inu participates in the in-game market. It's not simply for kicks. Real-world value creation is the goal. As a result, Shiba Inu are no longer only attempting to capitalize on the popularity of memes. It is taking charge and producing tangible things, tangible usefulness, and tangible effect. That's a big thing. Additionally, the outcomes are already apparent. A few months ago, the trade volume of Shiba Inu alone reached around $48 billion in 10 days. Give it some thought, that's not trivial matters. Data from Shiba Bezos indicates that such volume indicates significant market interest. Individuals are observing, the major players are paying attention. It's gaining momentum. You know what? The squad isn't going to slack down. Not close at all. Their whole concentration is on bringing those trade volumes back into the billions. Furthermore, it is a persistent aspect of Shiba Inu's fresh identity rather than only an anomaly. There is more to this than simply price activity, then things are changing. From a hyped joke currency to a genuine utility-driven project with a clear mission, we are seeing the transformation of Shiba Inu. And if everything goes as it is now, we may be at the beginning of something extremely significant. However, this is the one that truly reignited the flames and returned Shiba Inu to the forefront of public consciousness. The mysterious man himself, Kusama, the chief developer, finally offered us a sneak glimpse at what he's been focusing on, and it's a big one. Kusama recently updated his bio on X after a period of silence, and that in and of itself shocked the community. Something big is now hinted at in his biography. This last white paper discusses AI Shiba Inu and how these topics relate to one another in the next digital era. Give it some thought. Shiba Inu is considering incorporating AI into its environment after already transforming from meme status. Here, we're talking about next-level usefulness. Now, it's not just about being a token. This has to do with embracing the AI-powered future. Kusama acknowledged that he is now working on the white paper in a subsequent post. It will outline all of his findings and suggestions for a collaborative relationship between artificial intelligence and the Shiba Inu environment. What's crazy, he pointed out that he didn't see much discussion on AI on his feed, which he interpreted as an indication that most people are still unaware of the changes that are ahead. While ordinary people may not be aware of it yet, he said, leaders in the AI field already know what's going to happen and are at ease because they recognize its magnitude. Kusama said that in order to continue growing, he is returning to what he refers to as the AI Web3 futuristic VC zone. The kicker is this, however. Shiba Inu is more than simply an AI. They've already started. The team investigated how Shiba Inu can interact with AI-powered solutions back in January by collaborating with Astronova, a premier AI project. This is not hypothetical. It is actual and taking place. The whole image of how Shiba Inu and Shai will be included into this future may finally be revealed with the release of this white paper. Why is this so big? Shiba Inu are no longer only tokens if they can establish themselves in both the Web3 and AI domains. It becomes a component of the next technological revolution's framework, and that's when real long-term value begins to emerge. The problem now is this. One expert actually put out how all of these would impact the price of Shiba Inu right now. Shiba Inu have recently seen a decline. In the last 14 days, it has significantly decreased. This expert, however, sees two potential future directions. Examining the long-term chart, he saw that the price has been trapped under this falling resistance line for some time, ever since it hit its peak in 2021. Thus, this is what he stated. Shiba Inu may experience a significant comeback if it maintains its present support zone and breaks past that obstacle. We're discussing the possibility of a surge that would take it back to its former peak. That is a huge improvement over our current situation by more than 500%. There is a negative situation, however. Should the support fail to hold, the price may decline much further. That's the simple reality. It could regress to much lower levels. But hold on, Kusama's return might make all the difference. As history demonstrates, each time Kusama vanishes and then reappears, he brings something enormous with him, and the price normally starts to rise at that point. That similar arrangement is being seen once again at the moment. The silence before the storm, a mystery white paper in the creations, and Kusama's return. The trigger that turns things around may be this. The development staff has long said that they want to see Shiba Inu reach 1 year old. Some may think it's ridiculous, but if this artificial intelligence integration is as widespread as it seems, it's not inconceivable. Huge new use cases, more usefulness, and deeper acceptance are what we're talking about. That's how long-term price growth is made. Therefore, the price may be lower today. But what about the future? The outlook is becoming quite positive. But how do you feel about this? Post a comment below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.